What's going on, everyone? So I wanted to give a quick rundown of the stained glass window project. I'll make some times available this week if you are someone who is currently at home to meet, via Zoom or just to go through if there's any other specific questions. But here's the stained glass window project. So first off, I just want to really introduce, and there's lots of different examples, but just kind of give you an explanation. If you haven't seen one, usually we see them in like churches. Some people have them in homes. So I'll click here just so we can give us a bit of a better view. So this is a very intricate stained glass window. A lot of little really precise little cuts, designs, patterns, and then usually very, very colorful. All right. So here's kind of the idea, and I'll walk us through just the beginning. So it's already on Google, or it's going to be on Google Classroom whenever this video goes out. But here's how it's going to go. So you're going to be given how many equations here? 18 different equations. All right. The first part of this is you're going to identify the slope and the y-intercept of each equation. Now, you could either kind of just recopy this. You could just write, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to 18 with the equation next to those numbers, and then you could identify the slope and y-intercept of each equation. Okay, that's going to go down as part of your grade. Okay, so just identifying the slope and y-intercept of each equation. Then you're going to make a coordinate grid. Now I have two here. You could print these PDFs out if you have a printer. If you don't, you could just use grid paper, graph paper. You should not be using loose leaf or anything like that. I will not accept that. All right, but here are the values. So it looks like it goes from the origin up to 30, down to negative 30. Then from the origin to the right, it looks like 23 is the highest x value, and then negative 23 is the lowest x value. Okay, so here's your coordinate grid. And what you're going to do is you're going to actually graph these equations onto this coordinate grid, or your coordinate grid. Okay, and what you'll notice is it's going to start to make a very specific and intricate design as long as all of your lines are correct. So we need to double check and make sure that your lines are going to be correct. All right. After you're finished with it, you're going to have the opportunity to decorate, color, really make it represent yourself. Okay, in my directions that I give, I'm asking here, identify the slope and y-intercept, graph each equation, color your coordinate grid to make it look like a stained glass window that represents who you are. Or I said just a cool design. All right, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. And I can see if I could find what your design is going to end up looking like. But last year I actually started mine, and this is what the beginning parts looked like. Okay, so I'll show you my equation. So remember, whenever we have x is equal to a number, it's an undefined slope, and there's no y-intercept because it's a vertical line. So x equals negative 15, it's an undefined slope. The y-intercept is, well, not existent. Then I have y is equal to 9 here. Okay, well, y equals 9 tells me my slope is 0, and it tells me my y-intercept is 9. Okay, so you're going to do that for all the rest of these. And so far, those three lines are plotted right here. So x equals 0 is a vertical line that's going right down my x-axis. X equals negative 15 is a vertical line that passes through the x-intercept at negative 15. And then the other equation, I don't remember if I identified a third one here. I don't see one here, but third equation looks like it was this line right here. And those three lines so far are graphed. Okay, when you are finished, let me see if I can pull it up, an example of the whole thing. I don't think I have it, but we'll see. That's all right. I couldn't find an exact example. But if we need to, I'll post some office hours where we can talk, we can meet. And if I find the example, I can post it for you, see what it's going to look like. But that's the project. We'll run through the rubric real quick. So I'm asking you to identify all the slopes and y-intercepts correctly. All your lines should be correct. Project should be colored, decorated exceptionally well. If you're getting graded on decoration, just do a good job on the decoration. All right. I recommend colored pencils, but that's all you do what you got to do. Lastly, it's got to be neat. All right. If you got questions, you can message me on Jupiter. Again, I'll put my office hours up so you can see when we're going to meet. And yeah, hope to see you all soon. If I don't hear from any of you, please enjoy your break. Yeah, do well. This counts as an exam grade. I'll see y'all when I see y'all.